What's up, guys? This is Adventure on Purpose.
And I'm Kelly.
And I'm Mike.
And I'm Danny.
And I'm Lee.
Follow along.
On this podcast where we talk about all sorts of adventures. What types of adventures?
Well, we talk about not just adventures. We talk about money, mindset, pushing through, building empires, and just straight crushing it.
Mm-hmm. So, if you like that sort of thing,
hit the like button.
Download.
And listen.
Listen.
And also share with your friends, because we just want everyone to hear that you don't have to be serious all the time, but you still can, crush your goals and just be awesome.
Be happy.
Don't worry.
And live that perfectly adventurous life.
Yesterday.
Yeah, our favorite one actually over by Fond du Lac.
It's like way west Duluth.
Yeah, way west Duluth.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Does Mama Care come with you?
And then, no, but her and I walked the lake walk later. So
Nice.
Millie got her first little whiff of the old marijuana.
The old Mary Jane.
Ganja.
Did she make a face or anything?
No, she was just like, she's sleeping.
Oh.
What a right to sleep.
She didn't wake up for 3 hours.
She was so sleepy.
Are they redoing the lake walk or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
They
they
got a
making
big
it?
old break wall, right?
Yeah, we didn't make it all the way down that way.
Yeah, I haven't seen down there, but I guess there's a big old
Finally, they're
break
doing
wall.
something.
That's awesome.
Oh, they need that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lake Superior's too powerful.
Yeah.
talk about engineering mistake in the beginning.
Speaking of mistakes.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
We've got lots of mistakes. So this week, we're talking about some of our biggest mistakes on our adventures that each of us have done.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's big.
Because there's always one.
And they're dumb.
Yes. Mm.
So I don't know about you guys, but I had to think what should I say? But
What's a good mistake?
Yeah.
found one.
You got one?
What do you got?
Yeah,
I
what
got
you guys got? Go ahead, go first.
Okay. This was when I was in Colorado when I was a camp counselor for that summer. And we were hiking Holy Cross, Mount of Holy Cross. Have you guys heard of that one?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Such a long one. We started at 6 a.m. and I already drink a lot of water, which I should have known. But my mistake was not enough water. Because it was 12 miles, I'm pretty sure, up, not up, but the whole round trip. And so it went up, and then it went down, and then we went back up. And I wasn't even to the top yet, and I was like, I am going to run out of water. And I was already feeling oh man, elevation. And so I got to the top, and I was like, holy moly. I looked, and you could kind of see where I had to go. And I was freaking out. But on the way down, I actually asked someone if he had some extra water because I was out of water.
A stranger?
Yeah, a stranger. And he had it. I think he poured out of his bag into my bag. But it's he didn't want to give me that much either because he was still going up. But it was just crazy. So either pack more water or don't drink so much in the beginning. And then I made it back to the car and I knew I had water in there. But I was already sick and, even drinking the water in the car was not enough. There you go. Drink water.
Dan likes
Drink.
water.
Yeah. But that hike was awesome.
That's a 14er, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the top was climbing up boulders for
Oh, those are the best ones.
quite some time. Yeah, it was awesome. So that's mine. Pack your water, kids.
Nice.
What do you got over there, kiddos?
Well, ours is with a 14er as well.
As well, yeah.
Really, the whole event.
Can you tell us first what a 14er is for someone who doesn't know?
Yes, it's a mountain and aren't they only in Colorado?
No, they're
In my head, they're only in Colorado, but over 14,000 feet tall.
yeah. So any mountain with elevation over 14,000 feet.
So big in.
There's approximately 52, 53, or 54, somewhere in there in Colorado.
See, that's why Colorado takes the cake.
Yeah, that's why Colorado is such a big state for them, because there's so many.
Because you can do one a weekend for the whole entire year.
Yeah.
But when you'd freeze
But
Yeah.
yeah.
So that leads us to our mistakes.
So that leads to our mistake.
We
This is
did
good.
our first. We moved there, little rookies.
Yeah,
We did our first one on Super Bowl Sunday,
which
which
is February.
February.
It's like the coldest
And-
month of the year.
Yeah.
We did not have the correct apparel.
She had sweats like this on.
Yeah, sweats with like leggings under.
And I kind of did too.
Yeah,
Were you
and we
guys
started.
actually like in Colorado? It was probably like, or where you were living was probably like 60 or something. Or 70.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was-
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we did that.
Well, we had layers, like we had many layers, but it was like cottony type layers.
Yeah, it wasn't mountainous.
But it was like kind of like hiking type stuff rather than like big mountain type stuff.
Yeah.
Not really anything. You know, she didn't have like waterproof type stuff. I didn't have waterproof type stuff.
Mhm.
And
We didn't have snowshoes in the winter. If you do those in the winter, you should have like spikes or like snowshoes.
because if you go off the trail in any direction, you end up sinking.
All the way down to like your shoulder.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
But what was our mistakes there? So then it was like really
It was nice. It was gorgeous on the way out.
until we got
Just completely gorgeous. And we're getting close to the top, and it's just starting to get a little bit more windy. And
like snow blowing, like
snow blowing.
like scary movie, survival movie.
Oh,
So we get to the top, and it's gorgeous. Yeah. Take pictures, whatever, video, and but for some reason we were the last ones up there, and
Because another mistake, we didn't start at like 6 a.m.
yeah.
or like
Ooh.
3 a.m. We started at like normal 8
Yeah.
o'clock.
8, 10 o'clock. But yeah, we get up to the top, and it just starts.
oh.
We start heading back down,
The
and
force.
it just starts pounding
We're like,
the wind and
I truly thought we may not
all the above.
survive.
But
That's spooky.
we got to a point. Yeah, we got to a point going down where Kel thought her hands. What did you say?
Yeah, I like took them off to like adjust my jacket or do something. Took my gloves off, and I couldn't get them back on. And I was like, "Hey, help me! If I don't get these on, I'm gonna lose my fingers."
Yeah.
Oh,
So I helped her put those on,
and we made it.
we kept cruising down. But yeah,
It was like almost like we couldn't even eat or drink water because you don't want to get out of whatever setup you're.
Yeah.
so bring the right gear and leave early.
And look at the weather
Oh,
and time of year.
well, we would have been good if we would have left early.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Anyways, yeah.
Well.
That's it for this one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. Like at some point, could you like not see the trail either? in front of you?
Oh, like the whole time we didn't know.
Oh.
I don't think we were on it.
Yeah. Well. So as we were going up, if you stayed on like hard pack, that was if you knew if you were on it or not. And as soon as you would go off it, you'd get post hold is what they call it. You get post hold. Your leg goes into the ground. You get post hold. But
A different experience than it was in the winter, though.
yes.
That's
Do
crazy.
you remember which mountain it was?
That was the first one, Bierstadt.
Oh, Bierstadt, Millie's Millie.
So we got a lot
Yeah.
of stories from it.
Yeah, it's the one we're still telling stories about. So
Right.
Mhm.
it was a good one.
It's a good one.
Why do you? It's funny because that was my first one when I moved there. Why is that? Like, do you guys remember why you picked that one?
It's
I think
advertised.
it's like advertised as like the easiest
Yeah.
and like a good first one.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I think a lot of people do it. But really, was it that easy?
They never are.
Like they all have their own little challenge.
Yeah, they actually do. They all have their own little something.
Yeah,
Like Long's had that boulder field that felt like you're in it forever.
that one is probably.
And then like sheer cliff up at the end.
Well, if you guys are ever back in Colorado and do a 14, you should do Longs. If you didn't, did you do Longs?
If you trained for it, dude.
What was the one we did with your
Oh,
family?
yeah.
That we.
Shell something.
Over by Silverthorne, right?
Sherman.
Sherman.
But we think we went the
Sherman.
complete wrong way. So
Oh.
that's also a mistake that happens a lot is like, where is this trail actually?
Wrong way.
That one was.
Yeah,
that
they
one
don't
was-
actually really mark them.
Mm-mm.
We did we got to like a false summit, and then it started absolutely hailing, and
Oh.
all of a sudden it like turned from 60 to like 25, and we were like, holy crap. And it was just wild. Like you just don't, and it was a beautiful day too. And then you would like literally go down several hundred feet, and it seemed beautiful.
Again.
Yeah, that's like the scary part about them.
Yeah.
The weather can turn on a snap of a finger.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, it can sneak up on you too, because it can come from the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to do one today.
Yeah, I'm getting like butterflies a little bit actually.
So
My favorite part about.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm about
I was
to
gonna say my favorite part.
Your favorite part, Cal?
Is when you're at the top, and I always said when you look down, it looks like you're looking down at like a map, like a topographical.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
so cool.
So we got drink your water. We got go or leave at the correct time. Look at the weather
Correct gear.
and correct gear so far. What do you got, Mike?
Well, all of you got mistakes up in the mountains. I've got one that's down in the valley. That was Dan actually reminded me of it this morning, but it was bow season, and I had scouted an area to go hunting. It was kind of on the other side of the Madison River. So it was kind of like landlocked between like private and this river. So I was like, this is where I want to go. And I had to cross the Madison.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, it's not that bad to cross the Madison, you know. I don't think it's going to be that deep in, October, November. And it's 25 degrees and no more snow melt. And I had a stand on my back.
Uh-huh.
And I brought waders, brought everything. And I got to where I was going to cross, so I put on my waders, and I was like, man, this river is really moving. How do I even do this? And I was starting to run out of time. Like I had to get across to set up the stand so I could make sure I could like get this done. and I put the waders on. The ladders or the latch on stand was on my back, so it was actually like hanging below like my waist, the part of the stand, like the seat. So it was like a rudder, if you will. Because as I started going and I finally got into the main part of the river, because it's like wide around an island, I got to the left side of it, and then it got like up to my chest. And so I'm like, oh no, what am I doing here? Like, I am on my tippy toes. I'm getting drugged this way because my rudder of my stand is like pulling me down, and I am just hoping I don't hit a slimy rock and I just lose my traction, because I'm on my tippy toes in this river, and it is just tons of volume of water coming by, and I'm like,
and when it gets that high, you almost have no control, or no, when all that volume is coming at you.
And so there was a couple times where I was like, well, that wasn't the right path, so I would back up and try to find the shallowest spot, and that's not fun. And so I did make it across, because I just keep going.
Turn around maybe.
And so, because I was like, man, that was a great idea, and got in the stand and hunted till dark, and so now I had to cross the river at night.
Oof.
And that was extremely spooky. I didn't know where I was stepping. And I just
did you
had
have
to
a headlight?
What's that?
Did you have a flashlight or a headlight?
Probably not.
I think I did, but like it was so dim, like I could just see like a little glimpse of the water in front of me. So I was going off of like, I think at some point I shut it off because it was easier to see without the light.
Yeah.
And that was pretty stupid, because I didn't even have my waist belt on for my waders, which the waist belt is like kind of an extremely important part to waders, because it actually keeps water from ever filling up your waders.
Going over.
Yeah.
And so if I would have tripped, I mean, my waders would have filled up. I had a giant stand on my back. I don't know what that would have done.
And you're by yourself.
By myself. Dan only knew somewhere in Montana I was going. So make sure to tell people where you go.
Yeah.
Make sure to
There you go.
make sure to be careful with river crossings, and like think about it before you do it. It's not worth it. Not worth it.
I remember he came home like sick to his stomach and couldn't sleep, and
I was so upset at myself for doing that. I was like,
Just like,
so I'll probably do something dumb again. So next year we'll do another mistake.
but it's crazy how quick like things can get.
It's good.
Scary. They just can like turn so quick, and
it's good that all the experiences are like we made it out though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all these experiences we're talking about it's like we made it. So yeah.
I was just thinking, we had a mistake together. What was it? There was a couple of them, but.
I have a question. Like, when you guys got in that crazy situation, like, what do you think about, or how do you like get yourself out of that situation?
why are you smiling?
Do you want to say what you were thinking of?
On our adventure?
Yeah, when we were in that specific circumstance.
Oh, I was thinking we weren't gonna make it.
Is that what you're thinking?
I was just thinking we were in like a movie.
I was fine.
He's always fine. He enters this like mode of like survival or something.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like you have to get to a point where your mind is like has a switch, like it's do or die. Like you can't let things get overwhelming, you know. You have to like just calm,
think
start
logic.
breathing. Yeah, like I think it just all leads down to just breathing and then just trying to relax your body first and then act.
I think now that I know there's lift a bus mode, that I usually stay calm too.
Well, that's
Right?
cool. Yeah, I can see that.
Right?
You'll get some.
What do you guys think?
Well,
Do you get to like a just kind of
I try to think of like fun and happy things in my head, because otherwise I can get a holy crap in my head, like, this sucks, why am I here, why did I do this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just
Yeah.
get like, you're not even concentrating, you're probably gonna trip. So I try to like, but it's not easy, but I try to think of like, what am I grateful
Make it
for?
fun.
Why did I do this? Yeah, but
Mhm.
it's not easy to do either.
that's kind of a relaxation, you know. You're getting your body to relax and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I guess for me, is I kind of get somewhat of a zen in a way, but at the same rate, it pulls me into things I probably shouldn't. Because like when I was crossing a river, I know I can cross this. It's just a matter of just finding the right spot.
Yeah.
And I actually, this is a little tip for especially coming out at night on adventures and stuff. And especially if you hit some weird, you have to hit a specific spot. Is I actually tracked myself with my Onyx, like where I went.
Oh,
So
nice.
I could actually see where I crossed the river. And so that's how I started to cross.
Oh, that's
at night.
perfect.
But I don't know. I kind of you can go into like a deep like mental block where you go into a pretty dark place, but like I don't know, you have to just figure it out and you got to stay calm somehow.
It may be like a masochist type thinking, but I truly enjoy those moments. Like I just truly like you kind of figure out who you are in those moments. You figure out kind of more about yourself in those particular moments.
And then you have stories.
Yeah, and then you have stories from there. But you guys were saying
Yeah.
something about.
So I was trying to think of one that Danny and I were both on, where we like probably should have rethought, and it was when we went backcountry skiing. It wasn't backcountry skiing per se, but it was backcountry skiing for us. So we went off trail.
Yeah.
And that was really scary, actually.
Like in woods, and if you like fell, you were like digging yourself out. It was scary. But we were following people that knew where they were going, but yeah. So stay on the trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you know. Yeah.
Because it was like 2.5 hour run.
Love it.
And it should have taken us like, a normal run would have been like 10 minutes or less. And this was like a 2.5 hour journey through the woods.
But we survived.
Dang.
But when you hit the open
I bet it was a blast.
yeah,
It was.
when you hit the open parks in the woods and you were just in just like untouched powder.
That's
cool.
fun too.
Just don't fall.
Not much like it.
So.
Dan's torn. She'll never do it again.
No, I won't, but I'm glad I did. But there is something to say, like you do have to push your limits a little bit too. Like if you always stay on the same trail and never do anything different, it's like, you got to challenge yourself too.
Mhm.
Just like everything in life.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's not like we're not telling people to like completely go off trail and just get out. You can like start small and just do like a small section off trail. You don't have to
Yeah.
we're not advocating for people to go get lost. But yeah.
Or are we?
Or are we?
But if you do get lost, stay calm.
Yes. I love it. Hey everyone, nope. When it's scripted, it's tough, man. This has been Adventure on Purpose.
What's your purpose? Oh, I like it.
Oh, nice.
What's your adventure?
I like that a lot.
Do that again.
Did you?
You ready?
I'm excited. Do that again.
Say it again.
Oh no. What's your purpose?
Do we answer?
No, she's saying it to you.
Like that's
Like, see ya.
See ya.